What's up, OB?
Nothing much. Going over the Badger, are we?
What's that?
Said we're going over the Badger, are we?
Sure. Yeah.
Come on, man. That's how you want to spend your Saturday.
I think I have the stream sound on. Let's just wait for people to pile in. Anyways, yeah. So not quite sure what I want to do with this thing yet today.
So are you just talking about like the model itself, or are we gonna try to go over the move set that was planned?
Probably the move set, cause that's all I'm doing is the coding part.
Gotcha. So the original concept for the Badger was more of a mishmash of how would one describe it? It's more of like an Ultimasaurus utilitarian type thing.
Yeah,
It
it's
was
not an
it,
Ultimasaurus, bro.
it was it was it was horrible, overly complicated, long, overly drawn out descriptors for what it should be. And so,
I was just
with
talking
the
about how it
recent,
is now.
I'll talk about how it is now.
Yeah.
Uh, so from its original conception, the Badger has changed quite a bit. Um, so what I've done is that I've given it a kit to where it isn't just a clear winner and clear OP creature for the niche purpose of harvesting materials. Because before it was competing with the Castoroides for wood, it could pretty much harvest anything from everything. And so to get rid of that and actually give it purpose, what I've done is that I've refined its ability to get materials by actually looking at video footage and doing research on the Badger itself as to what it can actually do in real life. Climbing up trees is one of them.
Yeah, I do think I need to adjust its
You know,
sliding speed. You think this is
it's
a good
gonna.
speed for sliding down?
Yeah, I mean, like once again, I was kind of very much on edge for giving it the ability to climb, because the idea is that one, this thing is going to be competing with the Philo.
Kind of. I mean, it's gonna.
Um,
It's like the only cre. Oh, it's supposed to.
other than Megalania, but the biggest contender would be the Philo, which is something I still wanted the Philo to have purpose. So sure, Badger and Philo can still pounce, but the Badger, I think overall, is just not as good as far as pouncing goes because of distance wise, considering the size of the creature itself. Also, the Philo has the ability to have a saddle too. I believe the Badger has one built in, but the Badger itself doesn't have the ability to upgrade its saddle. So
Speaking
there's
of which,
some.
Heli. So you're in the chat. How's the saddle coming along? Is it near done yet,
Yeah,
or forgot about the stream delay? So it'll probably take like 20 seconds to get a response.
I just call it Mr. Badger.
Mr. Badger. So this climbing mechanic here, I did by myself. I didn't use Ark's typical climbing stuff. Oh, the saddle is done? Why did you say so? Let me see if I can find it. Is it like ready for DevKit stuff? So if it is, I'd love to get it in here.
Watch it be a picture.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
It's like, here you go. It's like drawn on crayon.
Slap a PNG on it. Not seeing any. Oh, here's a saddle. I'm hoping it works first import. That'd be nice.
You can actually, for the climbing stuff, there's actually a lot of references on YouTube and stuff.
Oh,
Because the idea behind...
I didn't animate it. We have another person doing animations for the creature. I'm just doing gameplay and code stuff. But the actual like climbing code mechanics, I did by myself. I didn't use any Arc stuff or anything that was already done. Because I wanted a little bit more control of how it works. I need to make it so that it can climb sideways as well. I don't have the animations for that currently, but maybe that's something I can get done first, is get the side climbing done. Because right now I can climb up and it can slide down. And it can also attack while it's latched on something. And it can climb pretty much any vertical surface. So this will make it really nice to climb up redwood trees and destroy beehives, which are kind of tedious to do.
It should also operate similarly to a Deinonychus in similar fashion for climbing creatures.
Let's see. It'd be cool to get the saddle on first, so let's see if I can get the saddle in here.
So, do you know the base stats for the creature?
No.
Okay.
I'm not really in charge of what the creature is gonna do, really.
Oh, that's my thing, huh?
Or what its like stats are. Yeah. You and Helly.
I actually do know the actual base stats if I look at the Google Doc for it. Supposedly base stats. Once again, I think I change it at any time. Yeah, that's one of the things about modding and stuff that you'll find out is that stuff can change at any time for any reason. So,
Indeed.
yeah, like the original concept for the Gigantophis moveset.
Yeah, that was an interesting one. That one changed quite a bit.
Yes, it did. I actually still have that moveset somewhere. The original concept.
Is this thing gonna have natural armor? That's another question. Because if it's
I
got
believe-
a saddle and natural armor, that'd be kind of crazy.
I believe it has natural armor, unless if Helly did something with it. I need to check the Google Doc though, because it's been a hot minute.
It is a giant badger indeed. Okay, DevKit, come on, bro.
Watch it crash.
It just takes ages to load anything.
Oh my god, there's still radiation immunity in here? Okay.
I think that's the badger's the only one that actually makes sense.
Nah, man. Nah, man. I've had enough, dude. I can't. Again?
It's resistant to
Radiation immunity? Come on.
If I could find this folder I'm looking for. Jesus.
Yeah, it has a saddle on its own. Natural saddle. Plus
Airsoft. The new Morarex model's not going to be available for a while. And it's going to probably be a Gen 2 version instead of just like overwriting it. But yeah, either way, it's kind of low priority right now. But it'll come at some point. Let's get this saddle in here. Excited for this.
So the natural armor of the saddle, whatever, is going to be 50, which shouldn't really deter too much. It's essentially like a high-grade ramshackle saddle, almost like apprentice type stuff right there, plus a saddle to go on top. But I do hope that people will combine both, although I'm not really sure if they'll need to get changed in the future, though. I don't know. People's opinions will change as to when it releases and stuff, but it has a natural armor of 50, though.
What is going on with... Saddle's not importing for some reason. Love it.
Have you paid your tariffs?
Probably. Why isn't it importing, please?
Gotta pay your tariff, bud.
Apparently so. Hey, Helly, could you check in with whoever did the saddle and see if we can get a new file? 'Cause it doesn't seem to be coming in properly. Oh. There's no mesh. Okay, DevKit, what's going on? Attempt like number 10 trying to bring it in. And it's still... Okay. Looks like we got the saddle here, but it's a static mesh still. Come on, game. Oh, I love this DevKit. This is like 90% of just like doing stuff in the DevKit. Just issues.
What on God's earth? Okay.
What, you expected something different?
Yes.
Like what?
To be honest, I just expected it to, I don't... See, like, I expected, like, a discount Thylo saddle.
No, this saddle's actually good. I do really like how the saddle looks. If we could just get it in the kit! Not import textures. Import skeletal mesh, please. So, alright. Let me see if I can message whoever did L saddle.
So, I'm going to talk a little bit about the roles that the Badger is going to be fulfilling. So, one of the roles being an organic resource gatherer. It's going to be a specialist in gathering stuff like organic polymer, leech blood, stuff of that nature. It's going to be really good at gathering those types of stuff. Second, it's going to be a really good combatant. Being a large badger, actually has some unique abilities to help it and assist it in combat. But that will come with a downside, though. And lastly, it'll be a really good explorer as well. So it's 3 different roles. And with explorer, it's going to be good for caves and whatnot, because it can climb and so on. Also climbing trees too, and so on. And the ability to resist bees and be immune to their stings, that's be extremely good for redwoods. So those are the 3 roles that the Badger will be fulfilling.
Okay, so we're getting the saddle coming in.
So, Mr. Mora, do you have any insight into the Badger itself, or am I the one that knows the most about it other than Helly right now?
Honestly, I only know what I've read. It's not very much. I'm just taking it one step at a time.
Okay. Its stats for its size are actually really impressive. I've tried to make it to where it's more on the medium-large end of stats-wise. For example, I tried to somewhat match it up between an Aloe and a Rex in terms of power scale. So, example, health is 850 base, 500 stamina base, 250 oxygen, 2,200 food, 300 weight, 66 damage on the bite, 54 pounds, goes up by 5% per tamed level, stuff of that nature. So the power skill will be on that of like a larger creature, but it's going to be less than its bigger counterparts. The reason why this is important is so that the bigger creatures will still have their purposes in the meta. So, for example, like a Badger could probably go toe to toe with like a Rex, but I wouldn't count on it though. It's a slim chance because the Rex has the higher damage modifier to it. But that being said, the Badger will have some unique abilities to help level out that playing field. But as everything goes, everything has downsides to it. For example, swimming is not the fastest either for a creature of its size as well. Sprint speed is not going to be the fastest either. It's like once again, it's a lot of balancing decisions that went into making the Badger overhaul that just happened. The biggest problems for the Badger will be in the late game meta when there's when people are less likely to tame medium-sized mounts, and so it balances itself out because this will be a really good mid-game creature to tame. It's also really useful for those that might be finding themselves living in the redwoods, just straight off the rip, and they might need something for that.
Okay, so I gotta adjust how it...
Because being immune and or resistant to torpor and tranquilizing stuff of that nature would be really useful for anyone living in those territories, and also good for caves as well. And so I guess the explorer role here. But time will tell as to how the Badger will change the meta, because it has to compete with other popular creatures such as the Thylo.
Gotta fix its sliding.
Yeah, it's gonna compete with the Thylo and the Deinonychus and stuff of that, and I don't even want to think about it going up against the Gigantophis. It's just over at that point. I don't think the extra folds will save the Badger from Gigantophis.
Okay, so I got some work to do on this climbing. Gotta make sure that it rotates with the tree faster.
This is all Helianthus's creature. It's a pretty unique idea. Yeah.
So...
Point in the Discord about the Diabear. See, the Diabear itself is still going to have its place. The Diabear itself is just better, at least to me overall, because once again, the Badger is not meant strictly just for combat. It could definitely do it, but it's not meant for that either. The Diabear can do everything well. It
Right.
has much higher torpor, has higher torpor drain. It has a much bigger AoE on its attack, especially with the paw swipe. Um, Carry weight is much better too, especially with level ups. Trying to think of what else is better. Some speed's better too. I would actually rather take a Diver over a Badger for like a raid anytime.
Indeed.
Uh, Once again, the Badger is more or less going to be like a mid-tier tame.
It's gonna be another utility creature, kind of.
Yeah, it's a utilitarian type creature.
Let's see here.
Yeah, once again, it's all mid-tier.
Gotta make sure.
But
It's
very good for whoever pointed that out in the Discord. Yeah, it's fast too, especially when the charge up is right, you know, it gains speed. Badger doesn't, so has that going for it.
Interrupt speed's gotta be faster. Need to get that animation in for starting climbing. Alright, let's see if the saddle has been re-exported yet.
So yeah, the Badger is going to be very much I don't know. Yeah, once again, I just can't say anything above mid tier, like levels 30 through like 50 maybe. Before you start unlocking like the Rex saddle and stuff, and Dire Bear saddles, and Carno. Yeah. Once again, explorer role. I can definitely go into caves. I can definitely do all that.
Also, the Badger can go up pretty high on redwood trees as well.
So, does the Badger lose stamina just staying on the tree or no?
Nope. He could stay on a tree as long as he wants, honestly.
Damn, if only the Gigantophis reclimbing was like this. My god.
Well, it's just too big to really even get up here. Alright. Oh, yeah, so I gotta really fix that sliding.
Yo, imagine this with like S plus, like someone like placing like a foundation on like the branches up here.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
You're like wondering where you're being shot from.
Fall damage.
Ooh.
10. Let's make that fall damage a lot less.
Reduce it by like 30%.
Oh, I reduced it by like 80%. There we go. This needs to be faster. 2.
Don't even get me started on radiation immunity, man. Oh my god. I'm about to add that to like the blacklist again of words. Like it pops up in chat and you're just insta-banned. I just can't.
So definitely the goal here would be to be able to get it to move sideways. on a tree.
And if I remember correctly, too, there's mounted weaponry allowed on the Badger due to its size. So much like the Thylo and stuff, you could definitely use it as like a ambush type thing, and like a running gun, or as I like to do on like a PvP. Take a Thylo, hide up in a tree with like a long neck or a Fabby, and then just snipe them out.
It's not a very fast climber, but still good.
Yeah, like once again,
Climbing.
it's all about that balancing stuff because once again, that's to compete with the Thylo.
Yeah.
And
I don't think the Thyla
and
can
you know,
attack while it's on a tree, can it?
it can pounce.
Besides that,
Uh,
I don't think it can do
I
anything
do not
else.
think so. But the Thylo, I still think would mollywop the Badger though, just straight up. Maybe.
Okay, so
Once
yeah,
again, it
he follows the grooves of the tree when sliding down, so that's good.
I really want to know if you can place like a foundation up there with like S plus.
Well, they have the tree platforms.
Yeah, but they can only go up so high though.
Let's see how it interacts with that. Can I not give it to myself? I didn't program anything to make it climb like a rock drake, so. Okay, DevKit, come on, load it up. Load up those shaders. Okay, let's see what this does.
Oh, I forgot to mention one of the biggest additions for the HoneyBadger is actually all the new pickable items and consumables that come with the creature itself. There's a multitude of new additions. I'll just read off a few, but there's actually quite a bit. Sunflower seeds being one of them, honey glazed meat, smoked meat burrito, sunflower oil, jar of bees, premium salt, stuff of that nature is being added with the Badger. Um, there's some other items too here, but I'm not going to read them all. But jar of bees is going to be a pretty good one though. That's going to be a fun PvP distraction tool. I actually enjoyed making the jar of bees little dossier for it. So the jar of bees uses a glass jar, right? And it has like a queen bee inside, right? Has like a bunch of bees inside, and it's a throwable like a grenade, right? So you throw it, right? And in a 1000 UEU on Unreal Engine units radius, and or about 10 meters, um, it will spew out a bunch of bees once the jar hits the floor. Everyone in that radius of 10 meters will get affected by the bees debuff, and it causes 10% fewer ticks, and the fear will go up the longer the player or creature is in that radius, and the duration of that grenade is 15 seconds. So the idea is to actually have it be used, the jar of bees is be used as like a choke point and or as a distraction tool rather than just pure offense, because it gives players the time to escape. But if they want to continue to do their onslaught through that radius, they're going to have to risk taking on fear alongside the bees debuff. So, make it count. And plus, acquiring it is going to be somewhat difficult too if you don't know what you're doing. Because it requires a queen bee.
Beehive.
But yeah, lots of little neat stuff that's coming with the Badger that I'm really excited about.
Yeah, it should be a cool creature.
Oh yeah.
Can dire bears harvest beehives currently?
I believe so.
Let's put that
Well,
to
not
the
up that
test.
high, bro.
Yeah, no, not up that high.
Yeah, man, you're gonna have to get like a steps. Well, you're gonna have to get like a ramp.
Attack for honey. Where's my honey? Oh, there it is.
Give me my honey, bro.
Okay, so I'll probably do something similar for the 15-minute timer is kind of ridiculous.
Oh, they could have done so much more with the dire bear, man.
Yeah, let's check out the dire bear and how it does its little collection thing, because I'll do something similar.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just disappointed all around with the dire bear stuff, man. They could have done so much more.
They have a dire bear polar.
What's that famous online thing now? 100 men versus a dire bear? I mean ape. I mean Gigantopithecus. I forget.
I could not tell you, bro.
I don't know, but women always go after the dire bear, though. It's kind of weird.
Gather honey. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the same thing with the dire bear, where you hit it, and it gives you a lot if you do the swipe, and if you bite it, you get less honey, but you destroy the hive. I think that would be fair. No, please don't crash. Oh, it's definitely gonna crash, isn't it?
I can hear your computer coughing.
It's definitely gonna crash. That sucks. Yep. Oh my god, this DevKit, dude. Swear to God. Oh, at least it's gonna let me save my stuff before it crashes out. Like, what?
Well, at least it wasn't as bad as the one time where you like used like Task Manager on and it just did not want to die.
Dude, this DevKit is so resilient that even Task Manager end process
Cannot kill it, bro.
doesn't kill it.
Yo, dude, this man used Task Manager on the dev kit, right? And it just did not want to die, man.
Dude, it
It was still there.
persisted. It continued to live somehow. Okay, come on, bro. Crash out already. Jesus.
I'm about it, and oh, you're talking about the dev kit.
Yeah. Now I gotta wait like 5 minutes for it to come back up. Oh, I really hate this dev kit sometimes. This is like half of it just waiting for the kit to load.
Damn, you're glazing yourself with that Jackantopha's background.
It's a nice background. I didn't take the photo though. Come on, DevKit, keep taking your sweet time.
I don't know. Should we cut to our ad break?
No? Ad break?
Force ads on everyone.
Yeah, let's force redundant ads on everybody for no reason.
And then wait for the obligatory, I have ad blocker.
I do. Do have ad blocker.
Yeah, but why? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, but you saw the ads on your YouTube videos, bro. That. Yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah, because I had to show you how to get rid of them.
Yeah. Threw a little add-on.
So yeah, this man does all his modding, right? But yet he does not know how to get rid of YouTube ads.
Or get the
What?
dislikes back.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, Cosmic Man does good pictures for stuff. He took that picture. He's also got some of Hydrovanta. Actually, while we wait for this ungodly slow dev kit to load up. Okay, go away, computer. Okay. Actually, I gotta open up the other. CurseForge has like 2 menus for the same thing. These are all pictures mostly taken by Cosmic Man. Except this one. This one was a render I did in Blender. But some very nice photos. I like this one a lot. Very good stuff. Good stuff. Good show. Yep, solid pictures. Love them. Only 13 projects? Yeah. Yeah. Actually, most of these aren't even mine. This one is actually the first mod I did on ASA, which was a commission, and it got corrupted, so it's not even good. I even deleted it straight up. This is my buddy's mod. This is the same project down here, just duplicated for some reason. Why is it saying 13 is this 13? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10. Oh wait, there's 2 pages. Okay, yeah, these are my buddy's projects as well. Not mine. Okay, DevKit, come on now. Took like ages to load and still taking longer. Bro. Alright, let's see if the saddle comes in now. Ooh, ooh. Saddle? Okay, come on. What's going on with the saddle? One second, let's just type to Chrono. Has new mesh. Let's try it again, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I don't really do projects that aren't mine, to be honest with you. So that's why I've got like a lot of, or not even, I just have like no projects. Takes a while to do them. The Badger and Mizuchi are the only ones that I've ever really done that aren't fully my own creatures. Did it finally work? Holy, it did. Okay, cool. Now we got the saddle. Just gotta make the materials and slap it on. Yeah, Mizuchi is a pretty cool one. It is being an absolute pain to do though, because there's just so much going on with it. It's already got some issues that are not viable, but hopefully I'll be able to get past those. Okay, we don't need an emissive. Are you not a virtual texture? You are a virtual texture, so why? What's a 42? Okay. Ooh, saddle has colorization. Yeah, I mean, um, yeah, honestly, like modding is basically a full-time job. And anybody who says it doesn't or isn't a full-time job,
Tyrant. Hey, I mean, isn't your work comparable to someone doing Roblox?
yeah, that was the comparison. It's like, okay, bro.
Oh, okay, okay, little bro. I see you.
Yeah, I don't get when people say that this is not a full-time job, quite literally, because it is. Okay, I think they exported out these wrong or differently. Metal rough AO. You did a different export than I do. There we are. I think that's good. Alright, slap a material on. That doesn't look right. A little too glossy, I think. And the normals are not popping out for some reason. Flip that channel. Yeah, I'm gonna be real though, like, even freemiums and premiums aren't like the biggest payday either. You really have to like pump out a premium like probably every month to make it some sort of income, which is kind of crazy to me. Okay, why aren't the normals working?
Because they're not normal.
Evidently not. It's acting like the base color is the only thing. Did I put the wrong normal map on? Oh wait, that's the cards. Oh, that's probably why I put the wrong one on. Oh, yep, that's why. I literally put the wrong one on. Goofy. There we go, it should be looking better. Ah, there we go. Normals. That looks better. Just needs to be... Yeah. Errors, errors, errors. Always errors.
It's all fun and games until you get syntax error.
Syntax error in the DevKit.
Yeah,
That would be something, wouldn't it?
I can already see the aneurysm happening.
God, I hate this DevKit and it loading everything so slowly. Honestly, I keep saying it's a DevKit, but I think it's just Unreal. But cards. Okay. I forget, how is this saddle supposed to look? Gotta see what the cards are supposed to look like. Don't crash, please. Thank you. Oh boy. Okay, what's going on with that? That doesn't look right. His fur is a little bit, on top of it. That's not good. Well, that's gonna be a problem. Hey, Helly. Just going to let you know here that the saddle is kind of below the fur. Not sure if fur was accounted for when the saddle was made for it. that's gonna have to get fixed. Okay, well I guess let's get back to the honey stuff then. Okay, so that's how it's gonna work, I think. What do you think, OB?
I'm inclined to agree.
Um, well, so how it works is you can do a paw swipe, which grants you 15 honey without hurting the hive, but if you hit it regularly, it gives you 1 honey, depending on damage scaling. But you, in
One
turn,
does more
damage
damage
the
than the other.
hive. Well, you damage the hive is the thing, with biting it. Of course, the DevKit crashed. We love it. Crashes like every 10 minutes.
This is what happens when you drive a Prius.
Something like that.
My bad, Chevy Aztec.
Yeah, 1v1v on Fortnite, yeah. I don't think I've touched Fortnite in years, actually.
He was
Still.
playing it yesterday. It's all good.
Yeah. No, I don't think I can remember the last time I played it, though. I installed it recently, and I was gonna play it, but
Bro, what do you mean? Bro, you got clapped for Darth Vader last night, bro.
Darth Vader?
My bad, Master Chief. You know that one dude from Fortnite.
Yeah, yeah. I installed it because they said they had the OG thingy, so I wanted to check that out at some point, but I haven't gotten to that yet.
That was 3 years ago.
3 years ago, probably. but nah, I don't play it. Used to, but honestly, I wouldn't be think I don't know. Could play some For Honor to end the stream off when that time comes.
I can't, bro. Not after last night or the 2 days ago. I forget.
It wasn't that bad, bro.
No, it was that bad. The dude wouldn't react to anything, bro. I just can't.
Yeah, he would just like not react to anything you threw at him, but when you
Threw
actually
one light out, you know, it was like, okay, bud. How much Adderall did you snort?
for real. Yeah, my feel better about myself game is For Honor, which honestly I don't feel good about myself half the time I'm playing it, but it's okay.
Don't worry, man. Sometimes I cry and I bite the pillow whenever I fucking play that.
The game is rough. God, I think like 50% of this stream has just been DevKit loading.
It's been just DevKit crashes.
Dude, like I swear to God, it got worse. There's so many more crashes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to end the stream off when I play For Honor. Play For Honor is the end all thing. Okay, Badger. Eat the hive, bro.
Oh, I'm so sorry you started playing Ark, dude. I'm so sorry.
What type
Mora
of
has a
PC?
PC.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, he has a PC.
I got a PC.
Yeah,
We don't do Macs around here.
yeah, man. Windows
I
only.
I've got a custom built from like I think a year ago now is when I built it.
He just doesn't update it. That's why he keeps crashing. He doesn't know how to update.
Yeah, my computer's the problem for sure of why I'm crashing. Yep, that makes sense.
It's straight dookie, bro. Bro, you should never have gone off of Fiverr.
Dude, I couldn't imagine getting a computer off of that website. I'm just like making sure the taming still works. It's probably like the most dead simple taming method you could ever like do. You literally just place down a hive and homeboy goes to town.
Oh, like a generator for one of the other creatures.
Yeah, it's like literally the same as Notho, but with hives. Oh, well that's good. That's great. He doesn't get up when he gets whistled.
Trust me, I don't get up either half the time.
Oh, come on, dude. Why is it like... Oh my god. There's so much to do. That's crazy.
Well, here comes the fifth crash.
I'm just loading up the blueprint.
Crashes.
Check DMs.
No, I'm good.
DMs from you, or I would assume so, but Yeah, I can look afterwards.
I love that little stutter it had there for a sec.
How can I create mods?
By making them.
I could probably sit here for like 20 hours and explain it all, and still not be able to explain it all. So, yeah.
First things first, you need to sell your soul to corporate. Okay. That's one of the first steps there. So I need you to sign this form right here. The second step is getting a PC, a good one. And the third step is to cry yourself to sleep every night, as there's problems happening constantly in the DevKit. Fifth step is profit. Did I summarize that?
Sure, OB. Sure thing, bro.
Don't worry, man. I bite pill all the time, bro. I get it.
If I could like just really quickly say, it's, you make the model, you make um the textures, you make the rig, you animate it, you bring it in here, and then you code it in. That's like the most basic streamlined thing I could say. There's a lot
Yeah,
to it. They're like most people just like have one piece of their pie in the process. Like some people just dedicate just to rigging or animating or texturing or making the models or programming or sound design even. Like there's a lot of different processes to this.
but I eat the whole pie though. I don't hold back. There's a difference. I ain't no slouch. You feel me?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Nice, that broke. There we go. Now he just. Now he will actually get up from sitting if you whistle him.
Damn.
Instead of just sliding.
You know, that's all part of the fun.
Yeah. Okay, now does it work for this order? Homeboy just completely ignores it, huh? He looks at it. Stop following, landing, passive flee. Cycle follow distance. Bruh. I mean, I don't think badgers are gonna be strong enough to really do anything, but I'm not sure about that. Boss fights. OB, are you still there? I guess he's not.